All right, gang, welcome to your circuits class. Today's class is going to be pretty sweaty, pretty full on, but there's some really fun movements to get into as well. So you're not just going to be sort of in the thick of that pain and that sweat without having to use your brain. You're going to be moving quite fluidly. So should be a lot of fun. We're going to start fast. We're going to start with a boxer's bounce. Dorothy's going to put one foot towards the front of the back, one track into the back, and just bounce between the feet. Imagine you're having a scrap. The best thing about this is you can pretend you actually know how to box, even if you don't know how to. And then simply you're just going to turn around so your other foot becomes the lead leg, and you become like a southpaw in boxing. And then you switch back to the front leg. Beautiful. You're just going to move through that for another 15 seconds. Just getting that nervous system on, switching through the feet, waking us up. Excellent work. For another 10 seconds. If you're not too comfortable with all the movements today, don't worry about it. Just do what you can. And if you need to adjust, then adjust. I'm going to take this into some lateral movements up and down the mat. So side on your mat, you're going to shuffle up and across your mat. Nice. Beautiful job. We're just spiking the heart rate slightly and getting the body moving. Nervous system ready. We're going to take this into a switch of feet in 5. Dorothy's going to show you 2, 1. Excellent. Beautiful. So you've got one foot in front of the other and you're switching. Our mat has a nice line down the middle, so it's obvious where you're switching your feet. But just make it. This one will burn and fire up the calves pretty quickly. You've got another 5 seconds. You're going to go into a high knees. Not too crazy. Just moving through. 2, 1. High knees, driving the knees up. Toes flexed, driving towards, elbows coming back. Beautiful. For another 5. For another 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Excellent. Take a little breath. Make your way to the back of your mat. Alrighty. You're going to take a deep squat position or a deep sit. And you're going to walk forward into a high plank press up position. Pause for a moment, push the floor, walk it back in, find your deep sit. Don't worry if your heels don't land. That's fine. As I said throughout this course, the idea is to improve all these movements. But if we're not there yet, do not fear, you will get there. Excellent. You're going to give me 2 more wherever you're at. Beautiful. You're going to give me 1 more. And then you're going to set your elbows inside your knees and try and just push those knees apart. Take a nice big open. Control the breath. For another 10, and then you're going to walk it back out to your high plank, and we're going to work on something called a high scorpion. It comes from a load and a tuck. Dorothy's going to show you. If you have no idea what we're talking about, watch the first one. Bring it out to a high plank. Load position is bum back over heels, shooting back. Left side tuck will be the left knee coming towards the left armpit, and then a scorpion, that left leg is going to kick up towards the sky, heel towards the bum, hip opening. Look at this perfect position here, and then you're going to come back to your tuck and step back to your load. Beautiful. Let's go together. Right side tuck, right knee towards right armpit. Peel that right knee away from the body, open, find that curve, look through the armpit. Bring it back towards the armpit, pushing the floor away from you. Step it back. You're going to give me 1 more each side. Load, tuck. It's tiring when you're doing it perfectly on camera, isn't it? And tuck and step back. 1 more time. Load, tuck, scorpion, tuck. Beautiful. When you've done that one again, you're going to walk back into your squat sit and grab your elbows back into the inside of your knees, and you're going to breathe again. Find those elbows into the knees, try and push them out. Find that little external rotation of the hips. Catch that breath again. Beautiful. Just for another 7, we're going to practice a rocking frog push-up. All right, I will demo it first from front on. In your deep sit position, you're going to make big hands. You're going to rock. Try and push your knees out, your elbows out. Don't worry if you don't get all the way. This might be your range. You're going to push back into your sit. By the time you build on it, you can come all the way down. But work on that range and push back into your sit. Everyone's going to give me 4. Let's go. Big hands, rock forward. Build the range as you go. Don't worry if you're nowhere near the floor. Beautiful. Once you've done your 4th, you're going to stand back up and come back into your boxer's bounce. Love it. Back into your boxer's bounce. Beautiful. So you've learned 2 of the main movements from today's class. We're going to learn 1 more movement, but we're just going to keep that body moving, ready to go. Switch that stance up. Good. If you want to be fancy on this one, like those dance board games in the arcade, you're going to switch your feet, bounce, switch your feet, bounce, switch your feet, bounce. Good. Just tune it on, tune it on. For another 5 seconds, you're going to go back into that lateral movement up and down the mat. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lateral movement up and down the mat. This one. This one. Get rid of someone new. For another 5. Then we're going to switch feet. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Switch feet. Bam, boom, 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 boom. Won't make you do this for too long. For another 5. Then you're going to find your high knees again. 3, 2, 1. High knees, dashing through. You will calm down again before we learn our final skill of this session. for another 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Relax. Dots, if you stay facing this way for this one. Awesome. We're going to go through our lateral kick, which you should be well accustomed with by now on this program. But Dots is just going to show you one each way for revise the memory. We kick our leg out. Shoulder is at north. Rear knee is at south. Leg is at either east or west. All right, perfect. All right. On this one, we're just going to practice doing a lateral kick with an extended bridge. So you're going to do a left foot lateral kick, meaning the left foot comes out. You're going to base the left heel on the floor. Extend through the hips, lift right heel, and make this nice long line. Bring that back down, change sides. All right, let's move with now. Right foot lateral kick, heel on the floor, big open angle, come back down, change sides, right hand off left foot lateral kick, base the heel, elevate the other side, reach through. Beautiful, give me one more. And just come back into a sit. Beautiful, just relax and breathe. Beautiful. We're just going to put that together with some movements. What I want you to do here is lateral kick, lateral kick, lateral kick with an extended bridge. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, bridge. All right, let's put that together. So kick, change side, kick, change side, heel down, elevate and bridge. Take your time on this, gang. Come down, kick, lateral kick. You should end up bridging on the other side. Beautiful. Just moving through this for another 10 seconds. If you've got it, don't need to push too many reps. All right, save some in for later. Beautiful, back into a sit there, Dots. All right, last part of this, and you don't need to do it, is for the circuit, you're going to do a rocking frog push-up, all right, and then you're going to go into that exact sequence. So you're going to be in a deep sit, you're going to rock, come back up, and then you're going to come in. Kick, 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 extended bridge. Once you've done your extended bridge, you come back through to the middle, frog push, come back in. Make sense? Awesome. Stand it up. If you need a drink, grab one now. So exercise 1 is exactly that. 3 kicks. On the third one, find that extended angle, and then you come back after that extended angle. From there, come back into 4 point, drop into your frog push, push back into your deep sit. This is your resting pose, so if you're smart, you take a quick inhale, then you come back in, all right? Then you go the other way, kick, 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 extended bridge, frog, in, all right? Option of 45 or 60 seconds, all right? If you do 60 seconds, you get no rest. From there, you're gonna go into a squat 90, which is deep squat, pivot the hips, deep squat, pivot the hips, deep squat, pivot the hips. Wonderful. If that's too much for you, do a deep squat extension where you just lift the heels. Alrighty, so you've got 60 seconds of exercise 1 or 45. If you take the 60-second option, you go straight into your squat 90s. At the end of that squat 90, you have a push-up walkout. Fairly simple. The squat sit to walkout that we did in the warm-up. You walk forward, push up, walk back to squat sit. Excellent. Again, that squat sit is your resting posture. So, and come back out. If you do the push-ups on the knees, that's fine. If you are maxed out and you can't do any push-ups, walk yourself out, shoulder tap, walk yourself back in. Boom, boom. All right, there's no rest between those exercises unless you're taking 45 seconds of exercise 1. So it's a 2-minute round, and then you have 45 seconds to recover before we go again. 3 rounds. Are we ready? We're gonna go in 15 seconds. Lateral kick, lateral kick, lateral kick, extended bridge, frog push up and sit. All right, move with Dorothy on the first one. If you want to, Dot, start with a left foot kick and don't go too fast. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Left foot lateral kick, right foot lateral kick, left foot lateral kick, heel drops down, extended bridge. From here, come back to 4 point, frog push up, push into deep sit. Good, rock forward, right foot lateral kick. Nice, you always start with the other side, all right? Killing it, gang. 3 kicks, the last one has the bridge, then your frog push and your deep sit. Beautiful work. You don't have to rush this too heavily. You've done 30 seconds, everyone's got another 15. Option to take it all the way to 60, that is completely up to you, all right? You don't have to do it on round 1 if you're feeling your way out. or if like Dots is your third workout of the day. 45 seconds gone already. There, you can rest there if you want to. Otherwise, you're moving for another 12 and you're going immediately into your squat 90s or squat extensions. If you really need a breath, spend longer in that deep sit. 5 seconds, we're into our squat 90. 3, 2, 1, squat 90. Beautiful. Remember, if that's too much for you, just squat, squeeze your hips through, lift your heels, come back down. Squat, drive it through. Crushing. Beautiful. Boom, boom. You've got 15 seconds before you're in that deep sit at the back of your mat, walking out, dropping to your push-up or your shoulder tap. I don't want any bad reps. So if after 2 push-ups you're maxed, just shoulder tap. In 4, back of your mat, deep sit. 3, 2, 1. Deep sit. That's your rest. Walk out. Find your push-up. Walk back. Take a breath in your deep sit. Walk out. High plank. Push-up. Remember, if you can't do any more push-ups, Dot's just showing the shoulder tap on the next one. Walk out. Shoulder tap. Shoulder tap. Walk back in. Gang, you have got 12 seconds. There's 45 seconds to recover after this one. So I know it's a very dense block, but you do get rest. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Alrighty. Recover there. Option. I will demo it, so don't recover. Option. After your push from that frog. You've done your frog. You push back into your sit. You take a rear bridge. You take your hand behind your back, fingers facing away from you. Squeeze through your glutes to elevate. Reach up and over. All right? Come back down. Push forward. And you would start again. I'll show you one more time. Frog push. Come back. I'll show you on the other side. Hand base is behind your back. Squeeze your glutes through. Bridge. And today we're just going to reach that arm up and over. Come through. It's just an option. We're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lateral kick, lateral kick, lateral kick and bridge. Come back to 4-point frog push. Deep sit, option of rear bridge. Gee, nice. Told you that we're going to be throwing a lot at you mentally, all right? But I find personally that it's a lot easier to deal with the sweat, the physical exhaustion and everything when your brain is working, all right? And also, like one of the main things I love about training is that it's asking your body to make decisions under fatigue. And that's what life is, all right? Making good decisions under fatigue so you don't send a nasty email to your boss or you don't snap at your partner. All right, you got 15 seconds. He says that as though he never does it. Beautiful, you got 10. That was your 45, so you can rest there. 5 seconds. Into our squat 90s in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you're not ready to hit them, by all means take a few breaths before doing them. Remember, you can squat extension, that's hip squeezing through, heels elevating. I used to call them Michael Jackson squats, but you know, got to be careful mentioning such superstars these days. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Then you go into that squat, walkout, push up. Remember, don't want any bad reps. You are fatigued. 3, 2, 1. I don't want any bad reps, so if you are feeling fatigued, hit that shoulder tap instead or regress to a kneeling push-up, okay? There's nothing wrong with regressing. That is so much better than trying to stay with the hardest variation and doing bad reps, all right? You've got 15 seconds. Your shoulders are already smoked from the lateral kicks and the bridges, guys. This is like a double whammy fatigue. 7 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Whoosh! 45 seconds rest. And we go for one more round of that. Option to add a second bridge, all right? So you push back, bridge, bridge, and repeat. You don't have to bridge at all, remember. That is just a second option. Okay, you've got this round, and then you've got another 3-station circuit, albeit slightly shorter, and then you have a short, quick AMRAP. So this session is fast and furious, but there is not heaps of work, okay? It'll come at you fast, it'll be tough, but it won't go on forever. You've got 12 seconds. Last time of these kicks, if you want to be super fancy and you're not too smoked, you can add a levitate from your kick. You can levitate and then kick. I hate it when coaches show the progressions when they haven't been doing it and they're not tired. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, add this. It's great when your heart rate's high. You don't need to levitate on every single one. It will completely smoke you. But remember, gang, you can spend longer in the bridge, all right, that extended bridge, and you can spend a little bit longer in your deep sit. Just pretend you're trying to make it look great. Then you have full license to spend longer there. If you can breathe and move, that is awesome. Good, good, good. Nice. Nice, great control. You've had 40, option to rest in 5. There's your 45, option to roll for another 15. No, stops us hitting that double bridge to avoid doing more levitating, no doubt. 7. Into our last set of squat 90s in 5, 3, 2, 1. Get it. Squat 90s. Beautiful. Excellent work, gang. 20 seconds here, then your walkouts, and then you've got 2 minutes to recover. 10 seconds. Good, good. Hot feet. 3, 2, 1. Deep sit at the back of the mat. Take a breath at the back of the mat, and then walk it out and hit those push-ups. Nothing wrong with breathing and that deep sit. All right? There's so much work still to come. If you're already really fatigued, then just ensure that you're moving properly, all right? Go to shoulder taps if it's too much. 10 seconds. Nice, 5. Time this deep sit well, you won't have to do another one. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Good job. Well done, everybody. Part 1 and 2 down, 1 being the warm-up, and 2. That is our longest bit done, so good job. The next bit is another 3-station circuit. All right. Exercise 1 is your load, tuck, scorpion, tuck that you did in the warm-up. Okay. Alternating sides, load, tuck, scorpion, tuck. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to recover. There's no option to do 60 seconds on this one today. And then you have 30 seconds of Cossacks. That is just standing with your legs nice and wide, dropping in, dropping over, and alternating sides, all right? I will give you an option of advancing that on round 2. And exercise number 3 is a mountain climber. Mountain climbers, if you've not done them with me before, my pet peeve of mountain climbers is butt flickers, all right? These we can do all day, all right? Mountain climbers, drop that hip, pull your shoulders forwards, try and drive your knee past your elbows. That replicates the tuck of the scorpion, right? You're just dragging that through. If you're well into your way through this program now, you'll know I'm obsessed with trying to improve that posture. So 45 seconds, low tuck, scorpion, tuck. Alternating sides, 15 seconds rest, 30 seconds alternating Cossack squat, straight into 30 seconds of climbers. I'll give you an option of advancing that Cossack on round 2. You get 30 seconds between rounds, 3 rounds. All right, so you've dropped 15 seconds of work from the first bit as opposed to set 1, but you've lost 15 seconds of total rest. We're going in 5. High plank position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Load, tuck, scorpion, tuck. Yes. Now don't worry about looking perfect. That's not what any of this is about. You will improve over time. Shape will improve over time. But you can do these and you can fight for little centimeters, fight for little inches, that famous Al Pacino speech, or you can just do it like sort of sloppily. All right, if you do it sloppily and don't think about this connection, driving into that tuck, you just won't get anywhere near as much from the position. All right, you've got another 7 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Good job. Recover. You've got another 10. Alternating Cossacks. You are going in 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now go to the range that you have, all right? Whatever range that is, move between that. If you're still really struggling, you can use your hands on the floor, okay? So you can kind of navigate your way in and navigate your way out. All right, that is a round. 10 seconds. You go straight into 30 seconds of mountain climbers. I care about quality climbers over the speed. 5, I don't need to see you ramping through them. I just want to see them coming through. 2, 1. Let's go. Shoulders braced, knees through. Good. Dang, if you can hold that, you're doing good. Regrets. 15 seconds. Quality, 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 quality. No butt flicking. If you think you're a butt flicker, look in the mirror. 5, 3, 2, 1. Great job. They're called mountain climbers for a reason. It's because they're promoting incline. All right, going from here, stepping up. I've never seen a climber do this. All right, and I've watched free solo. 15 seconds. We go again. Load, tuck, scorpion, tuck. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Load, tuck, scorpion, tuck. Excellent. Let's think on the move now. If you want to replace that second tuck with a front step, you can. So you can scorpion and then step that foot outside your hand. Boom, glorious. Load. If you know what I mean when I'm saying that, by all means add it. Tuck, scorpion, front step option. Good. You got 15 seconds. Nice. See how hard Dots is working to make sure she gets great positions on those tucks. That's why she's fatiguing, all right? She's fighting for that position. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest there, 15 seconds. Rest. Like, we can all go lazily through these tucks, right? We can sort of go here, here, and back. Or I can push and fight and get every little bit of space. 5 seconds. Option on your Cossacks this time to stand at the front of your mat and step back into your Cossack. Only do that if you feel comfortable. 2, 1, let's go. So you step back, drop in, come forwards, step back, drop in, come forwards. Good job. Stay with the static if you'd rather. 15 seconds, and then you drop straight into your mountain climbers. 7, 3, 2, 1. Climbers. Like I said, I prefer shape over speed. If you can do both, you're crushing, but I prefer shape over speed. Shoulders over wrists, traveling forwards, knees driving, heels driving, all of the goodness. Keep it with me. 10 seconds. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax yourself. You know what I'm going to add on this scorpion now. If you want to. Tuck, scorpion, front step, front kick. All right? So you can tuck, come up into your scorpion, front step, front kick. All right? Just an option if you've done a few of the primal classes and you're feeling sassy. All right? 10 seconds. You have just 4 minutes work after this. All right? In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Load, tuck, fight for the position, fight for the position, fight for the position. Open hip, big scorpion. Option to front step. You can remove hand on the placement. Option to bring the trail leg through and front kick. Bow. Excellent. You're fighting someone in front of you. Kick them. Now you can start thinking about that scorpion as kicking someone over the top of you. Bang. I just got kicked. Step, front kick. You don't have to add these things, team. They can stay as they are. You've got 15 seconds. Last few times doing these. Great job. You've got 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. 15 seconds. Rest. It makes it more fun when you add more movements. Option to static Cossack or option to step back into your Cossack. If you want to be really fancy, you can step back into your Cossack and then add a rotation to look behind you and come back through. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, it can be fancy. Nice. Don't be like stagnant with your training. Obviously, as you're learning and as you're growing, that's vital to get positions and to get integrity through what you're doing. But as you understand it, encourage yourself to be fluid with what you're doing, all right? You've got 10 seconds. Perfection isn't a thing. You've got 5, 3, 2, 1. Last set of the dreaded mountain climbers. Let's go. Let's get some. Let's get some. Let's get some. Just 4 minutes of work to come after this. He says just like it's Been simple. Go on, Dot. So you got 15 seconds. Just with the sun beaming in on your face, making it extra hard. You got 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest it. Good job.
That's really warm.
Yeah. And not allowed to have any windows down for sound, so it's basically a sauna. To finish, 4 minutes of work. All right? 4 minutes of work. It's 4 to, yeah, 4. I was about to adjust it, but I'm not going to adjust it. All right, you're going to pick your number between 6 to 10. I don't know anyone who chooses like 7 or 9 when working out. It's just weird and awkward. So you're probably choosing 6, 8, or 10. You've got 3 exercises to do, and you're trying to do as many times as you can in 4 minutes. Now, this is going to be really leggy, so by all means, within that 4 minutes, breathe and take a moment to pause, okay? You have 6 to 10 ape squats. An ape squat is basically just a standing conventional squat, but you're going to leave your hands nice and heavy. I like to make knuckles just because it makes me feel more ape-like, but you do you. Shoulders relaxed, and just drop in. The aim is to get your hands to the floor, but if you get your hands to the floor at the compromise of leaning forwards, don't, all right? So maybe you just sort of drop to here and come back up. If you can stay big posture with hands to the floor, fantastic. 6 to 10 of those. Then you got 6 to 10 rear bridge. Option on your rear bridge. Option 1, hand behind, squeeze through your glutes, hip bones are driving towards the sky. Option 1, to change at the back. Okay. Option 2, to be a bit fancier, bridge, swing. Bridge, swing. That's going to get the quads, the Dennis quads, a little bit harder. The final exercise is front step or front kick. So either front step, front step, front step, or front kick, front kick, front kick. You can do those from load. You can jump through, however sexy you want to make it. 6 to 10 of each. You can breathe between. The one thing I would say is it's going to be really tempting to pick the number 6. If you pick the number 6, you have to do a lot of rounds, all right? So it sometimes might be worth to just endure a slightly higher number, knowing that you end up doing less rounds, all right? It's 4 minutes, and you are done. We're going in 15 seconds. 6 to 10 ape squats, 6 to 10 rear bridge, 6 to 10 front step or front kick. Don't think you have to move continuously for 4 minutes. You can stop. But try and set a pace that you can move for as long as possible with. So maybe don't go 100 miles an hour straight out of the blocks. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 6 to 10 ape squats. The ape squats are the easiest ones to breathe on. So try and take your time on those. After your 6 to 10 ape squats, you take your rear bridge. 1 bridge is 1 rep, so alternating side is 2 reps. If they're still impossible to alternate sides on those rear bridges, just do all on one side and then all your other reps on the other side. Good. Think about finding full extension through the hip, driving forwards. Try not to collapse at the knee and collapse into the hip. Knees are trying to stay forwards, hips are trying to stay elevated, working all the way through that space. After those, you have your front steps or your front kicks. I demonstrated them from high plank. You can do them from load. It's completely up to you. Just make it work. You can even do them from down dog if you want a little bit of alleviation through position. Great job. Should turn around, get that sun off the face. Nice, you've had 1 minute. All right? Great job. 3 minutes of work remaining of this session. You've put together some amazing work so far. Let's try and hold on to that. If you are on the front kick, 12 o'clock on the clock face is who you're kicking, or north on the clock face, all right? I'm using that hand to guard your face. Crushing it so far. You set your tempo. Remember, ideally you set a tempo that you try and endure for 4 minutes, but be smart. Transitioning between drills, be smart. Open up the lungs, take a few breaths, and recover. Ape squats, rear bridge, front step, or front kick. Good. See that? A couple of breaths. Always the way. Whenever you go to like a gym class and like everyone's around, I always find that like it's the person who's set off the quickest, they're never the person who does the most rounds, all right? Unless they are supremely fit, all right? But very often you have the person who's like, right, I'm gonna go mad. And then like 2 minutes into this 4 minute AMRAP would be buckled on the deck, slowly being overtaken. So it's not very much the It's not the tortoise that wins the race, but tempo is important. Breathe and move, breathe and move. Maintain fluidity throughout. You are over halfway. Well into it, well into it. Whew. 90 seconds. That comes as a relief. 90 seconds to go. If you are feeling good, that's the mark where you can start going, okay, I can be a bit daring now. I can start pushing. I can start punching. If you're pretty much maxing out already, you're thinking, can I maintain? And can I hold the positions? If you're gassed, pause, take a breath. You can break the reps up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We are approaching the final minute. Stay with it. There it is, 60 seconds. All right? If you're feeling good, give it some. If you're feeling absolutely gassed and you ignored my advice and went off too hard, breathe and make sure each rep counts. All right? Don't give me anything rubbish. You've done so much work so far. You have got 45 seconds to put together as much quality work as you can. Let's go. Let's go. 40 seconds. Killing, 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 killing. Yes. 30 seconds. If you are moving well, give it some. All right? If you're going to compromise your movement, don't. 25 seconds. What you got? Nice, Dots. Let's go. Finish hard. 20 seconds. Beautiful. 15. 10. 5. 3. One more rep.
I'm done.
Done. Nope, 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 I'm done.
Finished the round.
Ah, okay, okay. It wasn't going to be worth it. Nice, gang. Great job. I want you to spend 30 seconds taking a little bit of active recovery, drinking, breathing, whatever you want to do. And then we're just going to take a nice little chill to recover. Grab a drink if you need a drink in this time. Glorious. Alrighty. We are going to take a frog stretch to finish. I'm just going to pull this mat back this way slightly, otherwise you might go off screen. Alright. You're going to take yourself halfway on your mat. Alright, so take your knees nice and wide and try and take your heels as wide as your knees. Don't worry if they're not this wide. My hips absolutely hate this drill, but I know it's good. The whole while you're trying to push your bum backwards. You can stay on your hands, you can go to your forearms, or you can walk your hands all the way forward and sort of drop to your chest. It's completely up to you. But the main thing is the bum is shooting backwards. All right? The feet are kicking as wide as the knees. So if I drew a line from this knee here, I get to the ankle. The heels aren't going towards one another at the back. So it's not child's pose, it's frog stretch. All right? Keep gently pushing that bum back. Beautiful. For another 30 seconds, try and come back to that breath. Slight warning, when you try and come out of this stretch, it kind of feels like you're having hip surgery. So just do so carefully, pull your heels towards one another and use your hands to come out of it. Give me 3 more deep breaths, in and out the nose. Settle into it. Last one. And gently perform hip surgery to come back out of it. Nice, well done, Dots. Thank you very much, gang. Crushed it. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you very soon.